Football players frequently discuss how challenging life can be once they hang up their boots, so it should come as no surprise that numerous of them have gone on to compete in other sports after retiring from the game. These athletes have also achieved great success in other spheres of competition. It's not a simple endeavour to compete in football at the greatest possible level. Many people have dreams of playing at the professional level. However, very few people are able to achieve success. Even fewer athletes are able to reach the ultimate pinnacle of their sport and maintain their position there. However, there are former football players who've found success in other professional sports besides football. At the end of an athlete's career, one of the most significant accomplishments is excelling in at least one of their sports. However, not only have these football players competed at the highest level, but they've also been successful in a variety of other fields as well. Let's take a look at 5 football players who've also competed professionally in other sports. Hello and welcome to Goalside. In today's video, we'll talk about 10 big footballers who switched to other professional sports. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the post notifications. So without wasting any time, let's dive right into the video. Number 10. Santiago Costas. Canizares left football to pursue a career in racing, following in Dudek's footsteps by moving from goalkeeper to driver. After retiring from rally driving, the winner of the Champions League spent the majority of his career playing for Valencia. Since then, he's competed in other rallying championships held around the Valencian community. 9. Nigel Martin. Nigel Martin, who was considered one of Leeds United's finest goalkeepers, was perhaps one of England's unluckiest goalkeepers, since he had to wait his turn behind David Seaman in the selection process. Seaman was England's starting goalkeeper for many years. In his retirement, the former wicketkeeper for Leeds Modernians has returned to the sport of cricket, which he enjoyed playing when he was younger. He played in the Air Wharf League for Leeds Modernians as a wicketkeeper. 8. Joe Hart. What are you supposed to do when the England manager tells you to take the entire summer off? It goes without saying that you should get back home and get a new bat. The time has come for jokes about keeping wickets. The former number 1 for England played in England's cricket match against Sweden in the World Cup quarter-final in Shrewsbury. He scored 6 runs throughout the match. Although Hart played for West Ham United during the previous season, he also caught a ball for his hometown team. 7. Jerzy Dudek. After winning the Champions League in 2013 and becoming everyone's favourite jelly-legged Champions League winner, Dudek retired that same year and immediately transitioned to the racing track, where he competed in endurance races. During an interview with LFC TV, he stated that motor racing was my passion before football. Before I became professional as a football player, I raced go-karts, but after I turned pro, I stopped doing that. After I stopped playing football, I missed not only the game itself, but also the rush of adrenaline it provided. At this point, I'm learning new strategies pertaining to autos and other courses. Naturally, there are times when I question why I'm doing this. I have a wife and 3 kids at home, a very lovely life. And when you lose control or concentrate in the car, you can really get into trouble. However, I know that if I didn't do this, I wouldn't have the opportunity to do what I'm doing now. However, in order to stay going in life, you're going to require some passions. I get a lot of pleasure out of racing cars, and I'm having a great time doing it. Dudek is someone who's left a big hole in our hearts. 6. Gabriel Batistuta. Batistuta will be remembered for all time as one of the most dangerous goal scorers in the history of world football. Batistuta, who had to terminate his career in the midst of chronic pain owing to injury problems with his ankles, started playing polo in 2009, which was very literally a case of him getting back on the horse. By making his debut for the Loro Piana Polo Club and scoring 2 goals, the Argentine was normally driven after his performance. Argentine television reported him as saying, "It's very difficult, but I hope to improve a little bit at a time." He acknowledged the difficulty of the situation. "I'm a little frustrated with myself since I didn't play very well, but I'm going to keep trying anyhow." A little over a year later, he was lifting the Copa Stella Artois, which sounds like the trophy that your dad won with the darts team at his pub. Number 5. Tim Bicer. The German goalkeeper had a fruitful career in the Bundesliga during his time playing in Germany. His time spent with Werder Bremen is largely responsible for his widespread notoriety. In the league, Bicer participated in 194 games for his team. The player, who was born in Gladbach, also competed for Hoffenheim. In 2014, he decided to hang up his boots and pursue a career in professional wrestling instead. WWE extended an offer of employment to Tim Bicer. The former footballer made his debut for them in 2016, which was the year they were promoted. He paired up with seasoned competitors Sheamus and Cesaro when the event was taking place in Munich. 4. Clive Allen. The football player was considered a journeyman in the game played in England. However, he was a member of several of the nation's most prestigious clubs during his career. He spent brief periods of time playing for Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur, Queen's Park Rangers and West Ham United. His most successful periods were at QPR and Tottenham. The striker held the record for most goals scored by Spurs in a single season, with 49 goals scored during the 1986-1987 campaign. In 1987, Allen was named the Player of the Year by the PFA, as well as the Football Writers Association. Additionally, he played for the English national team and earned 5 caps. After hanging up his boots, the former English player tried his hand at American football. The player, who was 36 at the time, signed with the London Monarchs of NFL Europe. He was their place kicker on the team that he played for. That season, the squad finished dead last in the league standings. He went back to football, but this time as a coach. 2007 and 8 were the years that Clive Allen served as the Spurs caretaker manager. 3. Ivan Parisich. The Croatian appears on this list, and he's still actively playing football. In addition to football, he also has experience competing at a professional level in back volleyball. During the 2017 FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour, he was the representative for his nation. During the tour, Ivan Perisic was paired with Nixa Delorco as his partner. The team's very first match, which they played against Brazilian competitors, was a loss. The winger has enjoyed a fruitful run in his professional career. He's played for several of the most prestigious clubs in the history of the sport. He's played for Borussia Dortmund, Bayern Munich and Inter Milan, all of which were successful stops for him. He's the champion of 3 different leagues, including the Bundesliga and Serie A. 2. Paolo Maldini. The Italian is considered a living legend in the sport. He played his whole career at AC Milan, elevating the club to new heights during his time there. The defensive player helped the Rossoneri win 25 titles during his time there. 7 Serie A titles and 5 European Championships are among his many accomplishments. After Maldini hung up his football cleats in 2009, he took up competitive tennis and played for several years. In 2017, the defender took part in the doubles competition that was held during the Aspria Tennis Cup. This event is sanctioned by the ATP and is a part of its Challenger Tour. In spite of this, Maldini and his colleague Stefano Landonino were unable to avoid a crushing loss. They lost in consecutive sets by scores of 6-1 and 6-1. Number 1. Petr Cech. The Czech goalkeeper had a distinguished career on the football pitch. Since the turn of the century, he was an essential cog in the success machine that is Chelsea. 20 years was spent by the goalie competing for some of the most prestigious football clubs in the world. He was victorious in many cups held throughout England. Following his retirement, the goalkeeper began playing ice hockey. The legendary goalkeeper from Chelsea moved to the Guildford Phoenix and played for the team. On his first appearance, the former Blues goalkeeper was recognised as man of the match. During the victory in a shootout, he made 2 crucial penalty saves. Cech currently works for Chelsea as a technical and performance advisor, and in his leisure time he continues to compete in ice hockey. What are your thoughts on the football players who've transitioned to playing other sports? Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon with the next video. Thank you so much for watching.